Did you know that colonial Brazil took a leap in science and education with the arrival of Dom João VI? In a country where there were no universities, knowledge finally began to flourish, thanks to the creation of institutions like the Botanical Garden and the arrival of European scholars. This was the beginning of a revolution that shaped the Brazil we know today. Stay until the end and discover how science and education took their first steps in our country. Before 1808, Brazil was a colony where access to knowledge was restricted. There were no universities, public libraries, or research centers. Science was virtually non-existent, and education was limited to a privileged few. With the arrival of the Portuguese court, Dom João VI founded the Rio de Janeiro Botanical Garden, initially designed as a space to acclimate plants brought from other continents. It became a center for research and environmental preservation, essential for studying Brazil's biodiversity. Additionally, the National Museum, founded by Dom João, became a hub for collecting and cataloging artifacts, fossils, and objects that revealed Brazil's cultural and scientific richness. The opening of the Royal Library, and the promotion of book translation and production, brought a new intellectual atmosphere to the country. Moreover, scholars such as Carl Friedrich Philipp von Martius and Johann Baptist von Spix explored Brazil's fauna, flora, and culture, documenting everything in works that became international references. This period also marked the first steps toward the creation of technical and medical schools, such as the Bahia School of Surgery, which was a milestone for higher education in Brazil. These initiatives planted the seed for the country's scientific and educational development. The Botanical Garden, for example, remains an international reference in environmental research to this day. Dom João VI brought more than just the Portuguese court to Brazil. He brought a vision that science and education could transform the colony into something much greater. And did you ever imagine that institutions like the Botanical Garden started with a king fleeing wars in Europe? Did you enjoy this story? Then like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. Who knows? They might also be inspired by Dom João VI's legacy for science and education in Brazil.